Pepper's just been for a 10-kilometre run, but it's time to go, mate. Righto team, it's mission on. Pepper and I on this mish. We're heading into the Kaimanawa Forest Park, so central North Island. The weather is very fine presently, but tomorrow and the day after meant to be quite wet, so could be a bit of a damp excursion. But yeah, it's essentially the whole thing will be bush hunting. We're not going up onto the tops, so yeah, we'll see what we can find. It's towards the end of April now, so hopefully we can get onto some action, stay safe in there. Righto guys, we've made it to the road end, and now it's time to get suited up in the blaze, get the gear on, and get on the track. So there's a short track here, and then when I get to the end of that track, that's where the real journey begins. Probably going to be needing that headlamp soon, so keep it near the top. Pack of choice, guys. Tatonka Bison. This one's the 65+10. I really need to get a smaller sleeping bag, because my sleeping bag is about 15 years old and it takes up literally a third of this bag. Anyway, that's what we're on. 7mm 08. I've got a Loophole VX1 329 by 50 on there, and then for the suppressor I've got an AIM Sport Triton 42, I think it's called. Standard length barrel. I'm going to be bush stalking pretty much this entire time. There's no open tops, tussock and that type of thing, so the primary method is bush stalking, so I won't be taking in the bipod. Harris bipod swivel, extendable legs. Ammunition that I use is 150 grain ELDX Hornady. So call these the red rockets. That's what I've been using ever since I've had this rifle, and it is an extremely consistent performer. Bit of a race against the sunset at the moment. See in the background there. We've got half an hour till sunset, so make hay while the sun shines. Just heard the first Sika. 3 calls somewhere in that direction, but yeah, that's a good start anyway. But yeah, it's starting to get quite dark now in the bush. So this is the time of evening when the deer start moving around, so I'm just keeping an eye out and stopping every sort of couple of minutes. Pepper's really good, she's right in behind me here. And the bush is a little bit damp, which is good, helps with trying to stay quiet in the bush. But yeah, just staying on the alert, because anything could be walking through these gullies at the moment. I've got about another 15 minutes to get to the area that I would like to set up camp, so not too far to go. I did hear Sika on the way in. Well, that's where you've got to be careful. it was definitely sounding like a Sika, maybe someone on a caller. But yeah, there's definitely a Sika sounding thing in here. Haven't seen anything on the way in, so I'm probably going to push on a little bit further and try and get closer to the area that I'm wanting to hunt, so I'm not having to commute too far back and forth each day. So I scented something there. Okay, I've just found a campsite. Well, it's not a campsite. I'm going to have to make it into a campsite. And just as well I've got my silky saw because I can hear a Sika. You hear that one? There's one over this way and one over that way. Anyway, I've got to get to work with the silky saw. Pepper's been a good girl. Next we have the tent. So the tent, guys, is the Domex Ascent 2. You want the specs. It is super easy to put up. Just having an electrolyte tablet now, guys. You will have seen these before. Thorst. These are the tablets that we use. Stay hydrated. Lost a bit of sweat getting in here, so make sure I get myself filled up. Replenish the electrolytes and the energy levels, so I sleep well and wake up well restored for tomorrow. Pasta, salami, and yes, Pepper, sweet potato. You excited, eh? I've fed Pepper, her bowl's over there, but she's not having a bar of it because she can smell all this good stuff. So I'm going to get to work. This is going to be a good source of fuel for tomorrow. Kumara is a good source of carbohydrates, and I'll leave the skin on as well to keep that fibre content up. Anyway, how much salami am I going to use? Wow. Oh, okay, Pepper. I see you sort of clawing your way over here. That there, and that there is a succulent kiwi meal. Dear Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for the safe journey. Let's get prepped up. Leave the boots under the awning here. It's meant to get down to 3 degrees overnight, so I'll be chucking some thermals on and then getting into the sack, and hopefully Pepper won't climb all over me. My bed, eh? What's that? Is that a moor pork? Eh? I had set her up a bit of a space over here, but dogs are not silly, eh? And they'll always try and find the space on your side of the tent. Oh, listen. That is definitely a Sika stag. Just did 3 calls. So that's where we're going tomorrow. Got camp set up. So tomorrow we'll see you out there. Righto team, well, we're awake. Didn't sleep hugely well last night, but I can report that there are some Sika stags in this area. Into it for the day. Just giving the pots a bit of a scrub. And this is one of the best dish brushes you can find. It's called the Beach Brush. Clean out the pan. Works very well. Very eco-friendly. Get a bit of a brew on for the coffee. But it's not light enough to shoot yet, and I know that there are deer in this area, so I'm not going to head out from camp just yet, because I can start hunting as soon as I leave the doorway. We're going to head through that way there anyway. Haven't heard anything this morning yet, it's all quiet. Here is another scrape, and it's also been getting smashed up too. You can definitely smell that one. Okay, at the moment I've just been stalking through some stream beds here. Really nice open country. according to the Topo 50, covered a K&a-half bush stalking. We're just sitting above a stream terrace here. Bit of sun coming through the canopy. See if anything comes through, I don't know. Better give the mate some, okay. Alright, well we've come to the top of a creek system and it's starting to get quite bluffy, so I'm going to spin around and head down these little stream flats. They're quite good, the terraces here are quite nice. Weather overhead's been really good. Pepper's been awesome, eh? She's really tuned in. Getting back to camp now. One of the perks of a yellow tent. Very easy to see. So good to get back to camp. No deer to hang up on the tree, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright guys, well we have given it a fair nudge today. Just getting back to camp now, and it's 4 o'clock, so we have been bush stalking since 7 AM, and to be honest it hasn't been particularly fruitful. I've only heard one stag that whole time, and that wasn't even that close by, so I don't know what's going on. They were definitely quite vocal during the night. So I'm setting up dinner now. In the distance I hear a Sika. I've been out there all day, but the thing is, this could be the one that I heard last night just as I was arriving. It doesn't roar very often, so I might have just got the tail end. Like, it roared about 15 or 20 minutes ago and I haven't heard anything else, but I'll keep the gun on hand, and if the noise gets closer we will go and investigate that. Beautiful. Pepper's tuck it out, aren't you? Hey? It's been a good day. It's lovely at the end of the day when you can just have a meal, kick back and do nothing. Morning team, well we're back into it. 6 o'clock, and yeah, it's been pretty vocal again last night. There's stags calling at night time. There's a lot of bird life in this Kaimanawa Forest Park, especially where I am right now. There's so many different sounds and noises, and yeah, she's alive out here. As soon as the sun goes down, everything fires up. Yeah, it would be ideal if there was a little bit of breeze just to make covering that ground a little bit quieter, but we will get on with what we've got. Hey Pepper. started raining now. I'm right up on the top of a ridge line here. And yeah, I've had the caller going every 15 minutes or so, but I haven't had anything come into it. It's very quiet. Haven't heard any stags this morning at all. Alright guys, well we're back at camp after the morning decoy hunt, bush stalk. Started out quite promising. I was expecting to come across something, calling or doing something, but no, it was just dead in there again, so I'm not too sure what the story is. We come across two really good Sika scrapes, so I've marked those for next time. And we used the caller to try and call anything in or bring anything's attention around, but yeah, no joy, unfortunately. So we're a bit damp, and it's just gone 12:30, so we've been out for 5 hours on the hoof. Nothing to bring back home on this trip, which is sometimes the way it is. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, day and a half of hunting, which, you know, maybe on the finer side of the time scale to come in and grab a Sika stag, but it's what we're out here for. Learn some new spots, find some new tracks, spend some time with the dog outside, fresh air, wilderness, time to oneself. When you are hunting or hiking with a dog, is you've obviously got to have enough food for the dog, but then also enough water as well. So I've been sure that when we're hunting, we're going across enough streams, and I carry about 1 litre of water at all times anyway. But yeah, that's two of you to think about for the water, the food, and also the warmth factor. I've got a dog coat that I brought for her because it was 2 degrees overnight on the first night and 3 degrees last night. So yeah, if you're bringing along your furry friend, warmth, water and food. Hey, yep, all of those things, just so that they're enjoying it as much as you are. So I've just taken the fly off because it has been hosing it down, so I'm just doing that a quick dry off before I pack up. Got my gear there, Pepper's there as well. So this is the construction of the tent. So you've got your aluminium poles which go through your eyelets, very easy to clip on, these guys. And then you've got a joiner here, this takes you down to the bottom corner, up to the middle. In the middle there, you've got a section that you put the cross member through. These clip on to the end of that cross member, so it's got a knob on it there. Put that off. Pretty easy to install. Across to the other side, same thing. And then you've got your backbone of the tent, I guess you can call it. And then the same thing again on this side. So it is very, very easy to put up. 2-man tent. 2 doorways, of course. And then these areas on the end here are where you have your airflow. I'm using a footprint with mine as well. just to give you some extra protection from underneath. Here's the tent itself, Ascent 2. Here is the weight, 1.9 kg. I want something that's breathable rather than the fleece, so the fleece doesn't let the evaporation from your skin happen, so you do sweat a lot underneath it, and the sweat and the vapor can't get out. So when I am commuting and doing high levels of exertion, I'll wear something that can breathe really easily, because it's quite easy to get overheated when you're carrying a load. The status of the rifle is that it's unloaded and there is no magazine in there, so there's no chance of anything happening there. Always check your rifle at all times, especially when you're with other people as well. Make sure that you show them that it is unloaded, because it is one thing that can go wrong very quickly. So it's a good practice just to make people aware of your rifle's status. And actually, if you are hunting with other people, you should be asking them what the status of their rifle is. And yeah, and if people want to get pissed off because you're asking them all the time, then you're probably best to find a new hunting buddy, because it is not worth the risk of someone getting shot from an avoidable situation. Gonna saddle up now and get the walk on. Pack's much lighter than normal coming out during the raw. There's normally some extra weight attached to it. It's been another good expedition. If you guys haven't met Pepper before, this is my German short-haired pointer. So she is 4 now, and she's indicating deer, and she's also retrieving ducks, and she's also a very good running companion for the family. At the end of the day, primary purpose is Pepper's a great family dog and companion for the girls at home. So yeah, all the rest is a bonus, isn't it? Hey, so I've shot 6 deer over her now, and retrieved lots of ducks, haven't we? Hey, lots of ducks, and we've got the ducks next weekend actually, so stay tuned for an episode on the duck shooting as well. We are going to be getting into some ducks down in the Waikato, and yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope this episode was enjoyable for you. Unfortunately, I couldn't put anything on the deck this time, but as I said, it's been great to be out here exploring new places with my friend. And yeah, thanks very much for watching and supporting the channel.